Coming up on Good Morning KU, an opinion piece on the relationship between KU and KU athletics, an interview with former Jayhawk Isaiah Moss, updates in news and sports, and of course, weather with Jade. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Jenna Wilson.
And I'm Alexander Worth. Yesterday afternoon, Jeff Long stepped down from his role as KU Athletic Director.
KU Chancellor Douglas Garrod named longtime donor Kurt Watson as the interim athletic director. The university will now begin the search for someone to fill the position full-time.
Jeff Long's choice to leave came just 36 hours after head football coach Les Miles did the same. Former athletic director Jeff Long said he is saddened for our university and football program and that our goal is to win football games. The University of Kansas claimed to not know of these accusations against Miles until last week. This appears to have been false given the recent departure of Jeff Long. Les Miles has denied most of the allegations against him.
Graduate students and staff members are hoping that their voices are heard after protesting against KU admin over proposed budget cuts.
The proposed budget cuts would eliminate 40% of the 1,100 graduate teaching assistants at KU, leaving many without a job.
Dozens showed up for the protest, which started at KU Memorial Union before heading to Strong Hall. While outside of Strong Hall, contract negotiations between the Graduate Teaching Assistant Coalition and KU administration took place. The protesters chanted multiple different statements. Let's take a look now.
The Chancellor and Provost state the budget cuts come with $75 million fiscal year shortfalls. KU is still considering if the policy will be implemented, leaving hope for a change in their decision by protesters.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, an interview with former Jayhawk Isaiah Moss. Stay with us.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Welcome back to Good Morning KU. My name's Itala Amor, and today we have a very special guest, former KU basketball player Isaiah Moss. Isaiah, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Isaiah, let's take it back to 2020. It's been a year since COVID started, and exactly a year ago, the NCAA sent out a statement announcing that all the tournaments, including the March Madness, were being canceled in order to keep all the players, staff, and coaches safe. Can you tell me where were you at the time and what were your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I think I was definitely in the hotel room. We was getting ready for a game. I think we either had a game that day or the next day. But yeah, like as soon as it hit my phone, my roommate was Marcus. As soon as it hit our phone, we kind of just looked at our phone in disbelief. Just like, wow, I can't believe this season just ended like this. But yeah, we was in the hotel room.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was difficult for the KU basketball team since, you guys had a great season. You guys had just won the Big 12 championship and we're heading to postseason as one of the favorite teams to win not only March Madness, but also Final Four. How are you guys feeling at this time? What was going through your head?
Yeah, we were all like in disbelief, like I said. It was just so shocking to us. But for me personally, it was hard for me because it was my senior year. It was my last year. And I've never been on a team that really had the possibility to make it that far and win. So for me, it was tough just getting that close. And ultimately, that was the whole reason why I transferred to Kansas, to be able to play in the postseason and be able to go far deep in the tournament. So it was tough.
And you have recently signed a contract to play for the NBA League. Can you tell us how you're feeling about this new journey?
I'm super excited. That kind of just came more recently, but I know before that I was a little frustrated because things didn't really work out. I didn't make a G League team or or anything like that, but I'm just super thankful that I got an opportunity to continue to play basketball and continue to further on my career.
And I'm sure this COVID pandemic has given you extra time to get ready. So can you tell us what have you been doing this whole time as far as working out and getting ready for your next step?
Yeah, like you said, I've just been in the gym, really just working out every day, trying to get ready physically and mentally, just staying focused every day, staying encouraged. I thank my family because I think it's been like a year since I played in a real game, so it's been a long run, but my family just keep encouraging me to keep going, keep pushing me, and yeah, it's been all good.
Okay, I said, and I don't know if you've been keeping up with KU basketball, but they have just ended their regular season. They ended number second in the conference with a record of 12-6, and they have just been ranked number 11 in the Associated Press poll with a 19-8 overall record. So, what are your thoughts about this KU basketball team as they move forward to postseason?
I'm just proud of them because to take a hit like they did and then to bounce back through all that adversity, like that shows real strength. And, they're playing well at the right time, the start of March. So I'm excited to see what they do in this postseason.
Have you been in contact with any of your former teammates or any of the coaches?
Yeah, I actually had just talked to Coach Self not like a couple weeks ago, and talked about us just a little bit. And I talk to my teammates, my old teammates, every now and then, just check on them, make sure they're good. That's about it, though.
Okay, I said, well, and that is it for today. We are happy that you were able to join us this morning. And, we're happy to see a former Jayhawk continue their basketball career. And we're happy for you. We wish you the very best.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me.
Okay, and now we'll be taking a short break, but we'll be back with more.
Good morning, I'm Noah.
And I'm Mara, and this is your Thursday Good Morning KU News Update. President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief fund has passed in the House. The bill passed with a vote of 220 to 211, and President Biden is expected to sign the bill on Friday. The document will extend a $300 weekly unemployment supplement, will take many children out of poverty, and much more. The vote passed largely because of the Democrat control in both the Senate and the House.
KU MBA student Anya Reet Hans has created a website to make finding vaccination spots in Kansas and Missouri easier. Hans came up with the idea for the website when he was trying to find a place for his parents to get vaccinated. The website shows the vaccination phases that Missouri and Kansas are in and has links and information on where to sign up to get vaccinated.
Students and staff at KU protested outside of Strong Hall on Monday afternoon. The protest was put together by GTAC, a union that negotiates contracts for GTAs, according to the University Daily Kansan. The group was protesting the email sent out to several KU departments informing them of budget cuts of up to 40%.
Douglas County will begin administering the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine this week. The vaccine is the first single-dose vaccine that has been approved to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Douglas County received 900 doses of the new vaccine last week from the Kansas Health Department. Lawrence Douglas County Public Health spokesperson George Dapenbrock said they were grateful to have another approved vaccine.
In a recent interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle said that she contemplated suicide as a member of the British royal family and was denied medical help. Markle also said that members of the royal family did not want her son Archie to become a prince. Markle said this has a lot to do with the color of Archie's skin and how dark it was going to be at birth. The interview with Winfrey was aired on CBS Sunday night.
The Big 12 basketball tournaments are underway in downtown Kansas City. The women begin play tonight at 5 p.m. in Municipal Auditorium against TCU. The men will be at the T-Mobile Center to take on Oklahoma, who beat Iowa State last night. Tip-off is scheduled for 6:30 p.m.
And for more in sports, let's throw it over to Jenna. If you've been following Jayhawk sports, many of you know that the KU men's basketball team has officially finished off their regular season against El Paso last Thursday with the close 67-62 lead. After a highly dominant win against number 2 Baylor, the Jayhawks did raise some eyebrows as they struggled to keep up with the unranked University of Texas El Paso. Coach Bill Self did express a bit of displeasure from the Jayhawks, who seemed to go into this game a little bit too comfortable.
I don't think the energy was bad the second half. I just think we just didn't play very well. First half, I didn't think our energy is very good. I didn't think we respected them like we probably should have. Even after watching tape, you could see how athletic they were.
Now, hopefully this game was an eye-opener as the Jayhawks do prepare to go into the Big 12 tournament. Former Jayhawk basketball player Paul Pierce has been named a finalist for the 2021 Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame. Pierce is one of 9 players, along with 5 coaches, to be named a finalist. As a Jayhawk, he was recognized as Most Outstanding Player in the 1997 and 98 Big 12 tournaments. During his junior season at KU, Pierce was selected 10th overall by the Boston Celtics during the NBA draft. He went on to become a 10-time NBA All-Star, as well as an NBA champion and Finals MVP in the year 2008. Scoring over 26,000 career points, he ranks 15th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. With many credentials behind him, Pierce is highly confident that he's put in an effort to be where he is now.
Because when you come into the game, you work as hard as you can, and then at the end of your career, you see what the results are, and clearly I've worked hard enough to be in this position.
I think we can say we are all rooting for Pierce to be officially nominated, which will be unveiled on May 16th. Our KU women's rowing team has been up and running for some time now. Last year, their season was cut short due to COVID-19, but they recently hit the water for their first exhibition of the 2021 season against the Oklahoma Sooners. They will compete against the Sooners again on March 27th for their first regular season race. With only 5 regular season races this year, the Jayhawks have their sights set on the Big 12 championship, which will take place in Austin, Texas on May 16th. Now that it's March, it's tournament time for Kansas basketball. KUJH sports reporter Morena Seaver shows us what to expect from KU hoops in the upcoming Big 12 tournament.
When the Jayhawks are in town, you can usually find them playing here at Allen Fieldhouse, but later this week, they'll head about an hour east to Kansas City for the 2021 Big 12 basketball tournament. KU will head into play as the number 2 team in the Big 12 tournament, but for the first time all season, the Jayhawks will be missing players as a result of COVID-19 protocol. Head coach Bill Self announced Tuesday that David McCormick and Tristan Enaruna, who are roommates, will both be out for the entire tournament. Coach Self did not disclose why they were placed into the protocol, but said he does expect that they will be available for the start of the NCAA tournament next weekend.
We're just going to have to really, really compete at a high level, without our full complement of guys.
McCormick was recently named the 2020-21 Big 12 Most Improved Player, and when it comes to who will replace McCormick in the tournament, Coach Self said he doesn't know yet what he will do, but that he has an idea. He did not disclose what that idea was. This year's tournament is especially noteworthy as the Big 12 is the most represented conference in the current AP Top 25. 7 of its 10 teams are currently ranked, including Kansas, sitting at number 11. This year's Big 12 tournament starts tonight with the matchup between TCU and Kansas State. The action will take place at the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City, which has been the Big 12 tournament's host arena for 12 straight years. Kansas will play its first game of the Big 12 tournament tomorrow evening against the winner of the Oklahoma-Iowa State game played tonight. In Lawrence, Morena Seaver, KUJH.
Thank you, Morena. Be sure to tune in this evening and watch the Jayhawks take on the Sooners. After the break, Wesley will be here with his opinion piece on the relationship between KU and KU athletics.
From adversity, we rose. We made history and became pioneers, voyagers, champions, Jayhawks. And when our chant rises, haunting and hallowed, Jayhawks are telling the world what's near. Victory.
Good morning. Last night, Student Senate passed. I'm not going to talk about Student Senate again. I wouldn't do that too. Instead, I'm talking about athletics. Crazy news lately, huh? Specifically, I'm talking about how athletics gets its money and how all Jayhawk merch you buy pays athletics. When you buy something like this at the store, the money used to be split into thirds, benefiting students directly by funding the student union and student programming. Then the other 2/3 were going to KU proper and KU athletics. This was because the union initially owned the Jayhawk and sold it to KU for guaranteed royalties, which capped at $300,000. But KU altered the deal. 2 years ago, KU announced it was renegotiating how Jayhawk royalties work, and that the union might lose its share. That would devastate student programming. After that, the story went dark until a couple of weeks ago when it was revealed at a student senate meeting that the union did lose its royalties from the Jayhawk. Now, it's a 50-50 split between KU proper and athletics. And the KU trademark office said that it was around $1.8 million last year, which was down because of COVID. Now, one might say, but it helps the athletes. Well, in the fiscal year 2020 audit, the entirety of student aid paid out to all of the athletes on all 18 teams was only $11 million. The coaches made $17.7 million. And that isn't including other admin costs. The athletic director alone made $1.5 million. Athletics was even paying just under $1 million in severance before Les Miles happened. Athletics isn't paying it forward either, because KU proper pays athletics $1.3 million in direct institutional support. That's state funding. That's your tuition money, effectively wiping out all of the money KU is supposed to get from the Jayhawk. It all goes to athletics. When you buy your KU jersey, it all effectively goes to athletics. If you buy something like this or like this, athletics. When you pay athletics, you're paying Jeff Long's severance. When you buy a Jayhawk, you're paying Les Miles' severance. Meanwhile, KU wants to suspend tenure, fire your professors, and 40% of all GTAs, who are also your professors. Think about that. Right now, athletics is taking more than it gives, both financially and in terms of our reputation as a university. It's time we start a discussion about where our money goes and rethink our relationship with athletics. After the break, Jade will be back to tell us when the rain is going to start.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you. Your identity for life. The University of Kansas. A great place to be you.
Welcome back to Good Morning KU. I'm Jade Sevensmeyer with your weather forecast for today. Here's a live shot, well, almost a live shot. This was about an hour ago this was taken, but it's a beautiful day out there on campus. It's a little cold, but there's still a lot of people walking around going to class, and the sun is out. It's 49 degrees outside right now with a strong wind of 10 miles per hour from the north-northeast. And looking at the satellite image here, we can see that there's really no clouds over Lawrence right now. There's a little bit to the southeast of us, but we're not really going to see the clouds much until tonight. Like I said, lots of sunshine in the forecast. We're going to get up to 62 for our high this afternoon, and get out there and enjoy the sunshine because it's not going to last after today. The clouds are going to build up until tonight. Partly cloudy skies with a low of 39 degrees with the winds from the northeast at 10 miles per hour. We have a small chance for rain, but most likely won't see any rain until tomorrow. Now that's going to move in the morning tomorrow around 7 or 8 a.m. Our high will be 53, and we have a 95% chance of that precipitation and a strong wind from the north or east-northeast at 16 miles per hour. That rain is going to continue into the weekend, a 78% chance on Saturday, 90% chance of rain Saturday night, and 97% chance on Sunday. We're going to stay in the mid to upper 50s for our high Saturday and Sunday, not getting too low, a low of 49 Saturday night. But if you have any weekend plans, make sure you plan ahead for the rain. Whether you're in Lawrence or going to the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City, make sure to pack your umbrella. Here's a look at the precipitation accumulation across the board in Kansas between now and Saturday. We're about almost 2 inches as of Saturday, but taking a look at the extended forecast, that is not the end of the rain we're going to get in the least bit. We're going to have rain up until next Thursday, which with an exception for Tuesday, we're going to get a little break from the rain. We're going to stay in the 50s for our high, and that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Good morning, KU. We'll see you next week.